All right, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Let's go, baby. We are live. Come on in, chat board. Let's have some fun. We're going to do a video screen share to another training video here. Let me just make it big screen. And I got to run into the kitchen and just grab my coffee real fast. Just give me 2 seconds, and we're going to have some fun. It's Wednesday. I'm here. I'm going to smash this podcast. We're going to talk all things weightlifting. We're going to break down this video. And then I am heading right to the Facebook page to coach for the next few hours on the team page. We got the big Shankle complex today, maxing out in the Shankle. So even if you're not on Team Attitude Nation, max out in the Shankle. DM me the video. I want to see it, baby. Let's go. Come on, let's have some fun. Hey, look, Matt Blankenship yesterday did it. He went off program. He did the Shankle, and he had fun hitting 125 as a master's lifter. Okay, so remember, don't be a slave to your program. Okay? Do the program that your coach has for you. If you want to do some extra work, do some extra work. It's that simple. Just eat a little more food, take a hot bath, get to bed nice and early, and you're good to go. Let me just run and get my coffee. Hopefully the audio is good. Pull it up on YouTube real quick. And we're going to get to this new training video here. All right. Do some extra work. Do some extra work. We're live. There we are, baby. There we are. Chat board, what's up? All right, give me 2 seconds. Just pouring my coffee from the kitchen. All right, I'm back. Hot coffee. Okay. Can I just say something right off the bat? For anybody out there that wants to start making some training videos, vlogs, instructional videos, anything in weightlifting, can you please put your name in the title or even in the description? You know, John North, training vlog 10, 7 weeks out, something. It's really difficult to find out the names of these people that I would love to know. Maybe I need to read better. Maybe I'm not reading better. Training vlog, dialed in. I'm reading the description here. I don't see a name. Train with us. Huh. Even if I go to the channel here, so it's Pride Conditioning. Okay. I don't see a name.
We are back with another training vlog. 7 weeks out. It is starting to get real, and we're starting to move some weight on Big Friday, and overall feeling good. So let's get into this training vlog.
Okay, first of all, right off the bat, Big Friday, I love the term there. Come on, baby. So, you know, he might have some old school Cal Strength blood in him here. Some old school muscle driver. Some old school Travis Mash, Dylan Cooper, Max Zeta, Freedom Weightlifting, you know. I love that Big Friday. I love that term. 7 weeks out. It looks like we might get a max out here. By the way, I went to his channel just a second ago, as you guys saw, because we're live here, and it looks like we have the build-up and we have the results of the meet that he's 7 weeks out to. So this is going to be kind of fun. Obviously this is an athlete, and I think he's the coach as well. And if anybody does know who this is on the chat board, please let me know. That'd be awesome. Chat board, can I get like a thumbs up? How am I coming in? How am I sounding? Is the microphone on? And by the way, is it still coming just through one speaker? I know I don't have the best production on these podcasts, but thanks for rolling with me anyways.
And here we are with 70 kilo. We got snatch pull plus snatch off of the blocks. And remember this one had a little, clipped my knee on that on the way up. So I think if I remember correctly, I literally added another set just because I really did not like that one.
Yeah, I love the complex here. Snatch plus, what was it again? I already forgot. It's too early.
We got snatch pull.
Snatch pull. Snatch pull plus snatch. Good complex. Love going off the low blocks. Those are nice low blocks.
Plus snatch off of the blocks. And remember this one had a little, clipped my knee on that on the way up. So I think if I remember correctly, I literally added.
So that'd be a snatch shrug pull in my coaching book. It's a good shrug, a good Schenkel shrug there. I love the fact that the athlete here said, hey, I clipped my knee. He was transparent about it. Got to make it better. So just got another set in. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Again, the worst program in the world is a program. So don't forget that. So that's really good, by the way. Get your knees back. Never want to clip your knee. Never want to drag the shin. You shouldn't have any dragging upon the shin. And of course, never ever drag your thigh in the scoop, which is something that's taught just from cover to cover. Any certification you go to, any coaching course you go to, any articles you read, it's just drag the thigh, drag the thigh. Again, I know it's early and I don't want to start ranting already, but nobody drags the thigh in weightlifting. But we teach it, but nobody does it. Again, this is a whole separate podcast that I've been fighting a good fight for 20 years on why do we teach things that don't even occur. You know, okay, maybe if you hunt hard enough, you can find a few people that slightly drag the thigh in the scoop, but you'll be surprised how hard it is if you even find one. You know, it's funny. It's not like it's a mixed bag where it's like 50-50. Well, it's 50-50, so let's just play it safe for the beginners and teach them to drag the thigh to keep it close. That's the thing. It's like, okay, maybe, fine. You know, okay. I mean, I get that, but I'm going to coach how I lift because I don't drag the thigh. But I can maybe see that if it's split down the middle, but it's not even split down the middle. Not even close. But I digress. Let's keep going here with this athlete here. And again, chat board, anybody knows who this is, let me know and jump on and give me a thumbs up on how my audio is coming in.
Another set just because I really did not like that one. That one much better. Much better. Moving on now to cleans. We got hang clean.
Wow, that was quick. Okay. You know, Coach, I think you had more in the tank, baby. You get more in the tank. 70K, 7 weeks out. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a phenomenal athlete. You're very strong. The depth looked good on the full snatch. The Schenkel shrug and the pull off the low blocks look great. You know, let's push it. I mean, that shirt right there, I need to see it sweaty, bloody, chalky, nasty. I need a hole in the wall right now. I need you pushing harder on the snatch.
Hip cleans. Always fun.
I hope this athlete / coach and people I do I hope I don't see him in person and they're going to like come at me. And if they do, that's fine. If you put yourself in my shoes, I want to be honest and real. I'm going to give you my honest feedback, but you got to remember, it's just my opinion. If he thinks I'm wrong, or if anybody I do, like Mike and Ryan, the last few people I've done, if they think I'm wrong, then fine, it's okay. Oh, I disagree with John, that's okay. I'm just going to give you my opinion and be real. I'm going to really, really compliment everybody here and stay positive on things they're doing great. But I will give you my opinion on just what I think. That's what this whole podcast is about. And anytime I give an opinion on something I'm critiquing, it's a compliment. Okay, there was that CrossFit guy that was teaching weightlifting a few months ago, and I did a video on, and I really ripped him apart, and I don't regret it at all because it's a scam. So there are some people I will be pretty harsh with, but most of the time not. But it's a compliment. This guy right here is a strong-willed man. He has much more in the tank on that snatch complex. See, that's why a program is the worst thing you could do. A program is the worst program in the world is a program. This is exactly my point, guys. But nobody listens to me. He's following the program 7 weeks out. 7 weeks out should be death training. And we're going to hit 70K on a beautiful complex. He even did it again because it clipped his knee. And now we're moving on. There ain't no moving on in my book, brother. If I was sitting in a chair in front of you, you would probably quit the sport because I'd push you so hard. And people do all the time. But I'm not changing. I ain't no effing sellout. All right, I need to calm down. I'm getting feisty.
Yes? No? Maybe? Yeah. I like hip cleans.
It's not a hip clean. I get what he's meaning. I get what he's saying. But it's a thigh. You're going off the upper thigh. Your power position is upper thigh. You're going from the power position clean. I don't mean to correct you and come across like an elitist here, but again, this is the bar is in the upper thigh in this clean. Going from the hip would be in the crease of the hip. So personally, I would just call this a power position clean, because he's obviously comes off the high thigh in the clean, which most athletes do. There's a handful of athletes in the world that are like Donnie, who hip clean. They bring the bar all the way into the hips in the clean. It's pretty rare. You see more of it this last decade. But I'm being very picky. Let's move on from that.
Of course, one of my biggest problems with hip cleans is literally just getting tall enough, right? As usual, everything I do,
So his technique is really good. His snatch technique was really, really good. The clean technique is good. From the power position is hip clean. We can just call it a hip clean. One of my favorite things about this athlete is the heels are thudding with great violence. He's got great feet. He's moving fast. He's moving aggressively. It looks really nice.
I just need to get taller, and for me,
so we're moving on. Okay. Notice the pants are changed. I mean, is this the next day? Is this a double day? 7 weeks out must be a double day. But if we go back here, 87K, you're good for more, brother. Matthias, did you send me that 125 attempt? Send me the 120 and then the 125 attempt miss behind. Love that miss. My athlete out of Denmark, 125. He had a lock, missed behind, great attempt. You guys know him, the Denmark Dane. Matthias. Training hard, baby. So again, this is 87K. Good for more. Don't stop. Do not stop. But we'll continue.
Right, as usual, everything I do, I just need to get taller. And for me, it's the early arm back.
Stop talking about technique. I understand you're doing a video, so you have to, and I'm talking technique too, so I get it. But it's not about getting taller. It's about training harder.
and right on the cleans to get that bar up to my hip a little bit more. So those were okay. So moving on to jerks, we got 85, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I matched my PR on this training set. I'm pretty sure. But I really should have clipped that video a little bit more. That ran on quite too long. No one needs to see taking off wraps, bro. Just like edit the video correctly. Come on, man. It's too late now. I'm already doing the audio, so we've got to just move on. All right, 95. I knew I wanted to go to 105, so I did kind of an odd jump. Normally I would go 80, 90, 95, and I went 85, 95, which is an odd jump for me. I would not normally make that jump. All right, 100 kilos. So not bad, not bad. We're pushing that. So the big goal was just to hit 100 at this competition. I'd hit 99 at the previous meet and had done 101 in training. So the big goal was to hit that 100.
Matthias, how's the audio coming in? Can you hear this athlete talking? Am I coming in okay? Give me some feedback real quick. Okay, a little confused because he said 85 tied his PR, but now we're all the way up to 105. So this is a massive PR here. He just hit 100. And by the way, his jerks look great. Really love the lockout. Overhead. Split is good. Really good technique across the board with this athlete here.
On the platform.
It's good. I'd give it to him. I love the back knee being real bent. He got underneath the bar really well. Little shaky, but I'd give him 3 whites.
It's a questionable press out, so I would definitely expect minimum 1 red light from that. I'm pretty sure that would get 2. All right, here's Aislinn with some front squats. It's.
I don't like to critique women because if it just comes across weird and it makes me feel uncomfortable. So you can call me sexist, but I just don't like to. I mean, of course, I coach women. I have women on the team. I will critique you if you're my athlete, but I don't like to do videos breaking down women weightlifters. That's just a thing I have, so I'm going to move forward. It makes me feel uncomfortable. You are fine, sound. You are fine. He sounds like he is close to the mic. Oh. Like I sound close to the mic or the guy talking? All right, here's a kid. I think this is either 100 kilos or 102. Oh, no, it's 20K, so 100K.
Oh, here's our boy. So here's Riley. Pause clean. Oof, bro. Come on, man. Come on. We got to fix that.
Fix what? What are we fixing? I don't understand. Well, the coach here he's too hard on himself in the jerks. He was critiquing his lifts really tough. He's tough on himself. You know, I know he's looking for perfection in the snatches and hip cleans. You just got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. You know, you could look back at me and say, geez, North, he wants his athletes to be precise and perfect, and he's really technical. Okay, I will give him that. But you got to be careful not to lean too far technical and forget about just hard-ass training. That's the blend. You want both, but there's a dance there. Do you get what I'm saying?
Fix that. We gotta do better. I can't remember if he had doubles or if we just did a reset. He was just like, I'm gonna reset this one and just redo it. Now he had a pause and then a full, and obviously that looked much better. So let's see if he can fix this one. Still 100. Batter.
Matthias, is it better that I turned his volume down a little bit?
Chest up, no fall forward. This is before he hurt his hand. Like any amount of pressure on his hand, he just got like a really bad. We don't know if like he had a little fracture in one of his little finger bones or.
We'll watch just a few more lifts and keep going on Surf and YouTube. I'm only going to put another 30 to 40 minutes into the pod, and then I got to get to coaching. But this is fun, though. We're just hanging out. Good morning, everybody. If we're just jumping on. Any topics or questions, jump on the chat and ask me. It doesn't need to be just strictly the recording video here. But let's keep going here.
Or what the hell was going on? But he was doing pretty good on this training cycle up until I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks out, which sucks. That really sucks. All right, 110. Let's see how he does. So this was just full, and that was it. And that looked beautiful. Man, when he's got that momentum behind him coming off the floor, he can.
This is the biggest problem with programs, guys. 110? That looked easy. Why not go 115? Oh, because it's a cycle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Done. Stick to the program, move on. I just cannot tell you how against that I am.
He can move. All right, here's some clean pulls, just 85, and then a regular clean. Looks good. Just focusing on midfoot, staying connected to the ground, really driving through those legs, getting as tall as possible, right? So we're trying not to jump on that clean pull, and it worked out really well. That's a big fault of mine, and it's something that we worked on. All right, Gabby.
It's so weird, Matthias. Here, I'm going to push play on turn my YouTube up.
Try not to jump on that clean pull, and it worked out really.
Oh, he doesn't sound too bad, Matthias. I just turned my volume up on my phone, but I do appreciate the feedback. And it's the best we can do. I don't critique the women, so we're just going to move forward here. All right.
And snatches were just flying. Just keep the bar close, drive the legs, get tall, and it just goes. That's all I have.
See how there's no contact in the hips? He's pulling straight up. The bar never makes contact with the hips. It goes up, pulls past the hips. It's kind of touching the lower stomach here a little bit, but his elbows are vertical. His body is vertical. You know, you'd call this kind of more of a scarecrow, triple extension, kind of an old school style technique. Obviously not how I lift and coach. There's no bar body contact. There's no hip contact. And this is, you know, I've written many articles on Instagram about this. You know, it's not even his fault probably. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that because of the way that weightlifting's taught and then it just trickles down through the bloodstream, weightlifters like this are not even focusing on the bar making contact with his hips. Notice all of his coaching cues, you know, are just keep the bar close, you know, big drive, get tall, all of these things. Nowhere is he talking about, you know, that bar's cracking into my hips hard. I'm bending that bar hard. I'm bringing it into the hips with good power. I think this athlete, if this athlete learned how to lift with bar body contact, it would be game over, which you see on an elite level. There's not, again, you could try to DM me a video. It might take you a week, but there's not a weightlifter on planet Earth on an elite level that gets into this position, that has no bar body contact in the snatch. Nobody's pulling past the hips. Nobody. Zero. Okay, maybe one. Very rare. The Nork Vardanian out there. Good luck finding one. This is why I just wish that our level 1s and 2 courses, our teaching courses in America, could be improved to more realistic lifting. That's my only point. But what do I know?
To think about. Well, we worked on 2 on this block. Trained over at Heavy Metal and talked with Houston.
See that? There's no contact. He's pulling straight past the hips.
And,
it's really rare.
Talked with Houston.
Look at that. There's no contact right there. His elbows are straight. Look, he's pulling straight up. That's wild to me. There's really nobody in this guy's circle of people, coaching, staff, athletes, people in the gym that are saying, I'm sorry, I don't know his name. I can't find his name anywhere. But, hey, brother, you're not making contact into your hips. I mean, that's like basic street-level weightlifting. He's pulling straight past the hips, vertical elbows. There is not a elite weightlifting athlete in the Worlds or the Olympics that gets anywhere even near this position. It's not reality. So look how high the bar is. Show me a weightlifter on the world stage that gets the bar this high in the pull or in the finish. He's pulling the bar way too high. His bar is peaked way too high. Way too high. With the bar peaked this high, there's less torque underneath the pull down. You want that bar at this point, the bar should still be in his hips. And then right as he moves those feet, he's just maximizing that torque in the pull down. The lower the bar, the more torque you have in the pull down. And the more the uppercut of your knees and your toes will activate. I haven't even been looking at his feet, but with a bar this high, I bet you $100, mark my word, his feet don't move. They don't move. Of course I was right. Okay, the toes come up a little bit. But the feet, he should be in midair even at this point right here.
And Mike.
It's a good catch. Good lockout. But just definitely different style. Different style for sure.
Coach was there too. And we talked about that early armband and not thinking about.
See, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. Like, if you're not going to make bar body contact, the early arm bend is actually not good. If you're not going to make bar body contact in the hips, you actually want to keep your arms straighter. But this is good. The arm bend here is amazing. See how he's pulling the bar back? This is fantastic. But what happens is right as that bar gets close to the hips, instead of continuing to pull back, allowing that bar to make contact and to oscillate and then to recoil and to keep the bar on the hips in the finish, and everything we see with the slow-mo videos on Hook Grip and Weightlifting House, we're going to pull straight up past. Look at that. He pulls straight up. That's why he's not leaned back. His finish is completely vertical. You find me a lifter with a vertical finish like this, it's very difficult. This athlete needs to be arched. And that's just from a lack of pullback.
Not thinking about.
See, it's like into the lower stomach. but it's not really it's not in the crease of the hips at all. He's past the crease of the hips, which is where all the power is generated from. And even though it's like touching his lower stomach, it's not going into his stomach. But because look at the elbows here, he's pulling up vertically, he's pushing against the platform horizontally. Or I'm sorry, vertically. And that bar is just so high. It's such a high peaked bar.
Keeping the arms locked out, because when I keep the arms locked out, it almost like makes me stiff. So what we focused on was just getting the chest up more, right, and letting the shoulder blades just pull back and down, and just getting that chest up more. Up more.
See this break right here. I mean, the start is, in my personal humble opinion, just way too high. His shoulders are so far in front of the bar in the start, meaning that in the break, look at that. Wow. His hips are so high, they're above 90. His shoulders are way in front of the bar and his chest is facing down in the break. I would fix that start in 5 seconds. There's only one way to go, and that's to pull back too early. His pull is fantastic, though. Look at this scoop here. I mean, of course, he has no long lever. He has no Ilya pull. He has no cloak off. He has no Superman pull in the first pull, because when you're starting that far over, there's only one way to go, and that's just pull the shoulders back. You can't really drive any further over. So the torque of the long lever from the first pull into the scoop is just not there. I mean, I would fix that. That's the first thing I'd fix. But the scoop itself is pretty good here. I like the arms. The chest is good. He's just pulling up. His whole mindset is pull bar up.
So I don't see it there. We fixed it probably like 2 more weeks in. We fixed this pretty good, and snatches got even better. We went for a 1 rep max, but almost hit it. It's close, but not quite. So here's 84.
Hey, see that?
And I mean, like, hitting 84 like that, like, just solid. So
that's wild. This guy is so good, and you know, I hope he doesn't, you know, get upset with what I'm saying here, but you know, it's only because I care and I'm breaking it down. But let me tell you something right now. This man is a really good athlete. The fact that he's able to hit these lifts with I mean, there's exercises out there these days that are just no contact snatches, and they're really hard. They're a safeguard built in. No hook, no feet, no contact. I mean, elite lifters across the world are doing no contact snatches for exercises to make the lift harder to benefit their lifting. I mean, we do them all the time. It's like a no hook, no feet. It's a no contact. I mean, this athlete is hitting 86K with no contact. Do you even understand how many kilos this athlete is leaving off the table? If he actually created bar oscillation to recoil and let the hips and the bar bend do the work, do you even understand what this athlete would be hitting right now? That's the frustrating part for me as a coach, is that this guy is dedicated, he's strong, he's athletic, he's in it, he's happy. You can see him, he's in it, he's loving it. And I love it. But I don't know who his coach is that's saying, oh, no contact snatches? Yeah, keep going. Oh, does nobody notice that he's not making contact? Am I the only one on planet Earth? Why do I always have to be the bad guy? Like, why is it always me?
Happy. All right, 86, so this ties my PR.
That's wild.
Right? So
he just did an 86 no contact snatch. I mean, this is how people used to lift in like 1950. Do you understand that in 66, 67, 63? I used to know this. you weren't allowed to make bar body contact. And if you did, it was a no lift. They changed that rule in 1963. And then you can see the progression, of course, over decades to where it is now. I mean, where it is now is crazy. His depth is really good. His lockout is great. You guys know what I'm going to say here is, never tie your PR. Put a half kilo on and make it. This is a PR snatch, but now it's not because we've tied it. Even go dirty bar. Put the half kilo on one side and make it 86.5 for a PR. I don't care. Put on 87 and make it. You're a strong guy. You're a good athlete. Put on 87 and make the PR. Don't tie your PR. And please tell me you're going up after this. Please tell me we're not moving on after you just tied your PR. For the love of the Lord, please tell me you're going to go at least 87 on a 1K jump.
That's my PR, 86, and we tied it. And we tied it 7 weeks out. 7 weeks out.
What does that even mean? What does that mean? What does that even mean? You tied it 7 weeks out from a meet? What does that even mean? I don't understand. Like that's good. I'm glad you tied your PR. Like that's awesome. That's a good percentage. It's 100% percentage. That's a solid snatch session. But you're 7 weeks out. You should be like putting on another lift for a PR. You should be going more. You should be hitting PR 7 weeks out. Like I just, why stop there? Why stop and move on? That's my question. Now, if the athlete looked at me and just said, man, it didn't look like it, but that's all I had. I was just completely just done. I had to move on. It was the heaviest lift of my life. Barely made it. You just can't see in the video. Okay, fine. Okay. I get that. Move on. I've had lifts like that. I've had a lift where I've actually hit my bridge lift. 3 kilos off my PR, 4 kilos off my PR. That 97, 98%. And it was just it was a truck. It almost took my soul. And I'm like, oh, okay. People are looking at me like, all right, put on the 101%. I'm like, dude, no. Time to move on. So I get it. But brother, that looked easy, baby. That was money in the bank. Again, the worst program in the world is a program. And this is a great example of it.
So, moving on to clean and jerks. I don't know why I forgot to change my shirt. Normally I would put a t-shirt on here. But for some strange reason, I did not.
So he makes contact. He does make contact in the clean, but it's pretty low thigh.
Got to change my shirt. Normally I would put it.
So that's the contact. It's a low thigh contact. Again, I don't know the situation here with, is he the coach of himself? Does he have a coach? What's going on here? But right off the bat, I mean, if he was on my team and he posted this video on the team Facebook page, not to plug myself or anything, but just as an example, I would screenshot this right here and just say, hey, Kevin or whatever his name is, I can't find his name. We got to make contact higher on the thigh. Closer to the hips is where the power is generated. We need that high thigh contact. This is way too low of contact here. See, look at that. The bar is coming off of them. This is where the bar should be making contact, is this height.
T-shirt.
See how he's shrugging up? Look at that bar height. That's insane. This is just wild. Can you even see what I'm seeing? Look how high this bar is peaked in the clean. That bar should be below his penis at the end of the finish. Ilya Ilin, 246 slow-mo video. You guys know what I'm talking about. Or any lifter. Pause the end of their finish, the bar will actually still be in either their upper thigh or their hips. The bar doesn't go past the hips. This athlete is pulling the bar past the belly button. And notice the shrug up and the pull up with the arms. The arms are pulling up. They should only be pulling back. And notice the traps here, the shrugging up. Never shrug up. Always shrug under. Too much certification lifting here. There's too much knowledge. There's too much knowledge here. He's too smart for his own good. He needs to strip all this away. He's a good athlete. Seems like a very good coach. He knows what he's doing. He's very in with the rhythm of lifting. He just needs to strip this technique away, and he needs to rebuild on some street cat shit. He needs to be a street cat with technique. This is just wild. But again, I'm the bad guy because I have to say it. It's like Chef Ramsay, right? Chef Ramsay sometimes has to just, I'm not calling him bad or awful or dreadful like Chef Ramsay does, but of course I have to be honest and just tell this guy what's up. And hopefully I'm not the bad guy for it. Because nobody in his effing circle, this is what pisses me off. Nobody in his circle is looking at this finish right here going, hey, Kevin, hey, let's work some technique. Let's break it down and maybe take a few steps back to take 10 steps forward. Really? Nobody? Is he the gym owner? Like nobody wants to speak up because they're intimidated? Maybe he's like the alpha male of the gym and nobody wants to speak up. Well, I'll speak up.
On here.
Man, look at that. See, here comes the crash.
But for some strange reason, I did not. So obviously I didn't film warm up 60, 70, 80. So here's 90.
By the way, his jerk is money. His jerk is money in the bank.
Warm up 60, 70.
Look at that. Man, give me that jerk. I'd love to have that lockout in my career. Good eagle lock, as I call it. Bar's way behind. So for all my athletes listening, Matthias has gotten a lot better at this. So if I'm looking at this athlete from the side, I'd probably be able to see the back of his head. Definitely the ears. And that's what I'm always looking for. Because he's so mobile overhead in the jerk and he has such a good lockout, I would actually just make him go more extreme here. I'd have him stretch. Notice how his torso is leaned forward a little bit too, and his hips are rotated back with his back knee bent and his heel up. Look at this. Very good. This is street cat shit right here. Look at this. See how the torso is leaned forward? This is what I want. The hips are scooped back. He's loading the weight on his upper back and not his delts. I would have him drop his chin an inch more and stretch this bar back about an inch more as well. I would utilize this mobility and make it even more extreme. But very good jerk.
80. So here's 90. And overall looks pretty good. I've still got a little struggle on the clean and jerk. It's really just like it's just overall muscle endurance. It's like I've put so much into snatches that like when I get to the top end on clean and jerks, I just don't have like the pop that I do on snatches. So 93 looked pretty good. Here's 97. I really wanted to go to 100, like really, really bad, but I knew better than to really push it. And that
brother,
that
the bar is crashing on you because you're pulling it to your forehead. You're pulling it to the moon. I'm telling you, brother, I don't know you, and I'm sorry if I'm being so honest, but if you learned catapult technique, you'd be clean and jerking $120.
97 told me not to go to 100. That got out a little bit. So a little bit of bar crash and it got out. The jerk, I'd pass that jerk.
There should never be bar crash. There should never see. I'm just going on too many rants this morning. I'm going to move on from this video soon. I don't want to be too harsh.
So 97, 183 total. I'm like, I'll take it 7 weeks out, right? So some 110 front squats, nice and smooth. I think we ended up hitting a small rep PR on front squats. I'm pretty sure because I think I get up to 130, which I've not hit a front squat PR in like 2 or 3 years.
Stop
so
it.
It was a really big deal.
Dude, what am I fucking watching? I don't know why I do these videos. My blood pressure just starts skyrocketing.
Clusters. I'd rather just do 4. Like, just give me 4. I'd rather just do 4 straight. Clusters. So that was this week's training vlog, and like I said, everything.
Okay, so to give this gentleman credit, which I still don't know his name, he squatted and he did a lot of things right, and it was a great video, and I love the insight, and I love how he put the video together of him. You could see his face speaking off to the side while he's training. I thought that was awesome. So I thought the video was great, lifting was great. Had some opinions. Hope he takes it well if he listens. Hey, he's the only athlete who's squatted out of everybody I've been doing screen records with. Nobody squats, so it's good to see him squat. I think that whoever is his coach should, have a big sit down with not only technique, but the fact that this gentleman hasn't squatted, PR's front squatted in 2 years at this level with these numbers. It's one thing if you're like up with Donnie Schenkel and you're at the height of your career as an elite lifter and you're never going to see that many more PRs because you're already so high up, right? That's one thing. But this lifter here over the last few years, especially even now, should be PRing still in the front squat. Should still be PRing in the back squat. That's a massive problem. That's programming. So sorry, I don't know who I'm taking shots at. I don't know if it's this guy, if it's his coach. I don't know where he's getting his programming from. But you got to push the squats. My next question would be all the other videos that we watched with the different sessions with the shirt on, with the different shirts on. I mean, are we squatting in those? How many times are we squatting a week? It's just interesting because when I dive deep on YouTube, I start to kind of see some of the issues that are not talked about. And one big issue I'm seeing is the lack of squatting. But he did squat. So that's good. Wow, what's going on here? All right, I should probably get off here and get back to my Facebook coaching, but anybody watching that want to keep going? Matthias, you still with me? What should we do? Should I get on the page or should I do another 20 minutes? It's got weightlifting vlogs typed in. Shorts.
Take me back to the 90s where the sky looked blue. No filters, just life.
You can't do the shorts. Oh, I saw this one earlier. Day 8 weightlifting vlog, super heavy squats. He also does pulls and stuff, though. I need the classic lifts. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. We got a new one, somebody new on the chat. Hi, John. Thanks for another live. Thank you for everything you do. You are the reason I try to go hard every single time. Hey, Rod, thank you so much, brother. Answer my question, XD. Like a cooked spaghetti. What question am I answering, Matthias? Ooh, I didn't see this one comment, Matthias. Missed the last jerk today in the 130 Schenkel. 130 ain't no joke, baby. What'd you end up making? 20? 25? Send it to me all. And thank you, Rod. I appreciate it. Matthias is back. One above the cooked. He sounds like he is underwater. Okay, is that a question, Matthias? Answer my question. You said he sounds like he's underwater. Yeah, I apologize. I don't really know. Maybe this next video will be a little better. 120, nice. Okay. What's your best Schenkel, Matthias? Can't remember off the top of my head. Posted. God, the heart is always in the way. There you go. Posted on my IG. Perfect. You know what? Let's watch Matthias. Let's break down Matthias. Let's break down Matthias live on the podcast. How about that? Matthias, what about that? I was going to do this vlog here. Who is this guy? Michael's weightlifting.
Sneezing. And ankles fully.
Okay, give me just 2 minutes with this vlog here, Matthias.
At its maximum.
And then we're going to your Instagram,
in order
baby.
to eliminate the bar's downward momentum.
So here's a good higher thigh contact. Again, vertical finish. You don't need to be as lean back in the finish, though, of the clean.
In the bottom position of the squat.
Did he snatch?
As he rises up in balance and under control.
That's a good, look at that first pull. All right, let's move on. Let's see, Matthias. I don't know if my Instagram's connected to this. Can you post him on the Facebook page so I can screen share the Facebook page? There, we're on the Facebook page. Man, where'd all the vlogs go? What else should I type in? Hey, wait, what about weightlifting training vlogs? Do page, so I can just go to the page right here on the screen share. Right here. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You're gonna watch me eat. A little pre-workout snack.
All right, who's this guy? Anybody know him? Again, no name. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to make YouTube videos, put your name in there, baby. I want to know your name. I can never know people's name. Mission Weightlifting, Olympic Weightlifting Training Vlog, 2025, Episode 1. Welcome to our weight training hall. No name. Wow, what a trend. I don't think I've known that. Oh, no, Ryan was. I had Ryan's name and Mike. I just couldn't figure out Mike's last name. This guy's eating broccoli before training. Already he's got a strike in my book. If I was with a weightlifter that was eating broccoli before training, I would not train with him. Just to be clear with that. These videos are always tough because I want to be honest, but like this guy might be a John North fan, and like I don't want to like come at him, and like so it's not personal. It's just, you know, hopefully what I say to these people, they just maybe take with, you know, they're like, all right, I'm gonna take critique as a positive. But come on, man, don't be eating broccoli before training. What are you doing? Oh, drinking water before training? What are we doing? So you just ate broccoli and drank water. Posted. Thank you, Matthias. Dude, where's the C4, bro? Okay, he's redeemed himself. He's redeemed himself. He's redeemed himself. Whoever this guy is, he's redeemed himself. He's my new best friend. MySpace, #1 friend. Okay, broccoli never happened, brother. Whatever your name is. The broccoli never happened. Right when I thought I couldn't get you, totally redeem yourself. Dumb and Dumber quote. Forgot how exactly it goes, but... Oh, we got a little squat beforehand. Okay, hold on. Let me watch Matthias first. I'm just going to keep this up. I'm going to go over here real quick. Let me refresh the page. Oh, I just found it. There it was. There it is. Oh, what? This content isn't available right now. Matthias, are you seeing this? Ooh, maybe it's because I'm on screen share. That's why. I bet that's what it is. I can't watch it. Oh no, I can with Tom's video. Interesting. Oh, I can see it play right here though. From the okay, 1, 2, 3. Nice clean. Good. Come on, 120. Let's go, Matthias. Good jerk. Nice lower, the hardest part. Punch. Oh, the second jerk was better than the first with the bar slam. Come on, baby! Nice work, Matthias. I love seeing the second jerk better than the first. And sometimes that's how it is, because when you're fatigued, you trust the technique more. You rely on the technique. Let's see if I can watch the small box here. Here's 130. Good, good, good clean from the Schenkel shrugs. Very nice. 1. Good save. It's 3 whites. Good swim through. Big drive now. Get in front. Oh, yeah, Bossier. Matthias. More Snicker bars before training. That was there. You had that, Matthias. Oh, you had that. You had that. Your dip on the second attempt, Clark, was a little low. It was a little low. Or see that? No, dip it a little bit lower on the next time. What's this? This is 13 from yesterday. I already coached this. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, the 13 was nice. Yeah, it's weird when I click it, it does that. Well, really nice job, Matthias. Message those over to me as well. Nice job on the 20, Schenkel, and good attempt on the 30. Whew, that first one was money. Matthias. All right. So with this athlete here, we're doing squats first. Give me a second. I have to go pee real quick and then fill up my coffee. All right, Matthias, thanks for sending that over. Okay, I'm starting to lose my voice. This is my last video. It's only 6 minutes.
It's actually crazy how loud this music is. Like it.
Yeah, it's my biggest pet peeve is when music is just blasting way too loud. It's crazy frustrating, hard to focus. So I totally agree with this athlete here. It's insane. The fact that you need music to even be motivated. I don't like training with music at all. It's ridiculous. If you need music to reach your goals, man, you're not motivated enough. You know, oh, it's better for training. No, training should be uncomfortable. Yes, bring sugar is the cue for the clean and jerk, and dip lower. Lower dip, more sugar, Matthias. Those are your two cues in the clean and jerk.
It's like the most distracting thing I've ever had in my entire life. My headphones can't even block it. Fuck Apple.
Yeah, and the music is so bad. Are you hearing this horrible rap music in the background of Crunch? And by the way, Crunch is a great weightlifting gym. Like 24-hour Fitness and Crunch are like the goats of... I mean, 24-hour Fitness has like a Leco everything. Crunch is more affordable and has also great equipment. I train at a few LA Fitnesses that the LA Fitness can be hit or miss, but the ones I train at are really good. But Bud Pierce, a few of my other athletes train at Crunch, and they got tons of platforms, and it's a good gym. I feel bad for this guy. He's in hell right now with this music. Ugh. But, you know, you got to block it out. Who is this guy? See, I think weightlifting is filled with guys like this. Just like an army. Like he's actually making videos. And you know what? It looks like he stopped. Did he? Oh my, I hope I didn't lose it now. Yeah, 2025, 1 year ago. He stopped making videos. Why? What happened? I know it's tough. I mean, you saw Dylan Cooper's post. It's, trust me. But if he stopped making videos, Mission Weightlifting right here. Go to subscribe. I'm going to subscribe to. I just did. I just subscribed to his channel. Oh, here's his Instagram. I know. I hate when it is. Let's see if I go. Oh, here he is, Mark Muhammad. Yeah, he got his name finally. When's his last video? Hold on, I'm going to screenshot this so I have it for later. No. What? Holy smokes. Never mind. Let me get it. I'm stuck in something here. Okay, we're back. But the thing with guys like this is that I hope he is still lifting, is my point. Like, I hope he's still continuing to train and competing. I know he's not making videos anymore. And some people, they put a lot of effort into the videos. I mean, gosh, some of them have done really well, though. 1.6 thousand. His shorts are doing really well. Like 42 views. That's pretty good. But, you know, some people get discouraged where they put this great information out and they're on their journey. And if they don't get the views that they kind of are looking for, then they get discouraged and they stop making content. I've been there. I'm there right now. I mean, I used to do podcasts to get 20, 30,000 views an episode back in my heyday. Now I put out a YouTube video or a podcast and it gets a few hundred views, you know, maybe 1,000. Like, so, you know, things change. But here I am, 20 years in, we're still grinding. And so I would encourage this Mark guy to keep making videos and definitely at least keep training.
It's actually crazy how loud this music is.
Oh, we've already heard this, sorry. So if you're out there listening and you feel discouraged and nobody cares and why am I lifting and nobody watches my stuff, and not saying that that's how this guy is, people watch his stuff, they care, but if you feel that way, which I do a lot of times, just know that you're not alone and keep pushing, and we got to stick together. I see you, Mark. The not stand all the way up drop. That's some street weightlifting right there. I like it. Make sure, Mark, you have chalk with you. Mark, if you don't have a coach, like, join my team. Sorry if I'm kind of pluggy right now, but seriously. At least DM me on Instagram, because you're a good lifter. You seem focused. I like your style. I got a good vibe off you. You better still be lifting, or I'm going to be pissed. Is he doing the Penlay? Is he doing the Penlay? Is he doing the Penlay complex? Matthias? I think he's doing the Penlay complex. I think that was a Penlay attempt. He's dying. He's dying. I can see it in his eyes. Wait, hold on. I gotta go back here. So one snatch, even though it's power. 2, 3. Ooh, that music's rough. 4. Okay. Yeah, he might have went for a Penlay complex. Make sure you have chalk. First of all, note to lifters out there: your hands should be covered in chalk. Covered. Like, completely white. So please bring chalk to the gym, Mark. It's a must. The straps won't do it. They won't do it. How do I know? Because I know. No, John. Okay, so far, I like this guy's programming. Started out with squats, went into snatches. He had a good attempt, kind of just got gassed out on that last hang. Did some overhead squats, which I hate, but I like that he's training. And now he's doing clean jerks. So we're getting, look, I like the fact that we're getting all three in. Now, if he squats at the end and does a double squat workout, he'll be my new favorite lifter. But I love the fact that he's doing both classic lifts and he's already squatted. It's a good dang jerk. See, Matthias, he needs to dip to lower dip. Yes, that is very true, Matthias. Handmade by Jessica Lee North. Boy, this kid's good. Hey, will you go to his Instagram, Matthias? Is he still lifting? Has he made any recent posts? Do you want me to go back? I had it on the screen share if you can. If you go to his channel, you'll see his Instagram. I don't even know what these yellows. So 25s. What is this? I don't even know. 80K. He's training hard. I mean, he's training really hard. Yeah, more chalk, Mark. You're killing yourself. Nobody knows how to make bar body contact in weightlifting. Let me challenge the team. What do you mean, Matthias? All right, I'm going to watch another video of this guy.
Artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare.
Oh, it's a small clip thing. Oh, he's at Max Ada's gym. Look at this.
So this video, out of respect for the trainer, actually I got to get his name. His name is Do You Even Lift? So out of respect for him, I'm not going to really post the kind of training tidbits that he had given me while I was doing the actual training session, just because you probably would have to pay for something like that. But I'll have the lifting content that I have already on there. You can watch my lifting session. You can see what the gym is like. Big shout out to him. Thank you for helping me and, you know, correcting some of my deficiencies.
Really quick, as we're watching this video here, chat board. Thank you, brother. 8450 Pasilimsa. I appreciate it, John. Much love from Finland. I've been following your passion to weightlifting since the Cal Strength Days, 16 years. That would be crazy. Wow, I appreciate your comment and your love, brother. Or lady, I don't know, but thank you so much to this person, to this comment. I do appreciate the support over so long. Wow, it's been a journey. You know, it's comments like this where it's like we've never met each other, but we have. You know, we're in this journey together, and it's cool to see the connection here. Matthias is replying, a heavy as pos, 5 muscle snatch, 5. Yes, if you want to do a challenge complex, drop snatch, 5 good morning push press, then do it. Get on there, Matthias, and get the team going. Team challenge. Yes, I love this. Do it. Shoot, you're the new assistant coach. All right, I don't get what this guy's saying here, Mark. Do you even lift? Was he coming at him? Was he giving him technique advice? I don't know what's going on here. But Mark, don't stop listening to the internet. Okay, don't even listen to me. Well, listen to me.
And yeah, I definitely do recommend Max Aida's gym. I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing. But it's in Oakland, so I do suggest that gym. It's a really small, tight-knit gym, and they have classes and stuff like that for newcomers and people who have been weightlifting for a very long time.
Well, that's
So
why. Look at that.
I suggest that gym. It's really dope.
Look at that. If he's a Max Ada athlete, obviously, because we just critiqued his whole last training video. I said nothing but positivity. I said I had no critiques. Good squats, good workout, good program. He did the squat, snatch, clean, and jerk. Stuck to the 3 lifts. You know, that makes sense.
The area that it's in is kind of
All right, Matthias, love you, brother.
but it's Oakland, so there are nice parts of Oakland.
Eat
There
big,
are
brother.
some
I'll see you
nice parts
tomorrow.
of Oakland, beautiful scenery, not bad. I've seen, secure, go to again for sure.
Wait, who's this?
Check it out.
Wait, hold on. Let me go back.
One that I will go to again for sure whenever I'm in Oakland. So yeah, this is his page. Make sure to give him a follow if you see this video, whether it's on YouTube, YouTube Shorts, or on Instagram Stories. Check it out.
All right. Do train. Do even lift.
So yeah, again, like I said, give him a go to Max Aida's gym.
Ada.
Weeks. I've been doing hours. Very nice. Good job. Very nice. That's okay. Yeah, because I'm like losing my upper back, which is like, we can go here. But it looks good. Yeah, nice. Go. Yeah, you weren't as aggressive. It wasn't.
Okay. I don't really understand what I just watched. Was that the session? I don't understand what just happened there. Is that part 1? Are we going part 2? Like we just did hang snatches? Okay. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know. All right, Mark. Great job, brother. Nice to meet you. And I'll see you around. I subscribe to your channel. I'm going to follow you on Instagram. So. Hopefully you trained a little more than that day, though. But I don't know. Oh, I did training vlogs. There you go. This guy looks strong. 2 months ago.
हेलो दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक माय यूट्यूब चैनल। आज हम करेंगे स्नैच।
All right, just mute him here. Looks like an elite lifter. Don't know what country. Good bar work, though. Good. Good to see the coil start, by the way. I'll pause it. It's right there. See that break? Look at that break. Compared to some of the other lifters we were watching. It's called a coiled break. Coil, recoil, scoop. And notice, too, the hips. See how it comes in the hips? See how that's the end of the finish? We were going over that one athlete who would pull it to the chin. See here? Under from here. Under. See the jump? Good eagle lock too. Hips. See that? It's hips and under. Pop. There you go. So there's no upward pull. You know, this is light for him too. Let's go fast forward a little bit. Go. Oh, okay. He's at a meet. He's probably just training through. Or he's at the village. Sorry for spamming this spam chat, John. It was a experience to hear you reading out loud. But I've been following you and watching you. Actually, you and Schenkel were the very reason I eventually started weightlifting 16 years ago. Oh, sweet. I maxed out snatch 2 days ago, and after 3 misses, made the 4th attempt while John North, the champ, was playing on the background. Haha. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Congrats on the PR on the CJ. Was it the CJ? I maxed out, oh no, on the snatch 2 days ago. I made it on the 4th attempt. Well, thanks for watching my video. That's awesome, and congrats. How much did you hit in the snatch? And you're definitely not spamming me. This is great that you're on here. I appreciate it. If you have any questions for me, or just jump on and keep going. Let's go to... Okay, I'm stopping at 10:30. "25 minutes left and I'm done. I got to get off here." Oh, wow, Penley. 7 years ago. I can't watch that. All right, we got to find a good one here. I'm not getting lucky. 3 days ago. Tony Tay. Tony Tay. Wait, I feel like I just got a message from Tony Tay on Instagram. That's the weirdest thing in the world. I guess not. Tony Tay. This was just 3 days ago, by the way. Or no, wait, 2025. I feel like the video said this was published just 3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago. Tony Tay.
My previous competition. This is probably gonna be my last one. As you can tell, I'm no longer motivated to make all these long form videos anymore. But anyway, before I analyze and review my training prep for the competition, let's jump right in and recap and reflect on my performance at the competition itself. Vanguard Liftoff 2025. This time I decided to sign up for the Masters overall category where there's no weight class or age class. It's for anyone who's above 35 years old. And the Masters Sinclair scoring system was used to rank participants in the category. My session, the A group, was scheduled to be at 5 p.m.
Nobody looks familiar.
On a rainy Sunday, and the weigh-in was supposed to be only 2 hours before that. So I had a light brunch at around, feeling a tiny bit hungry as well. And yet again, I did not have a coach or a handler, and for the first time ever, I was completely alone there as none of my friends was able to make it. And I was also single. But I didn't feel truly alone. The weightlifting, the amateur weightlifting community in Malaysia is so niche and small that everyone kind of knows each other, even though I train alone at a commercial gym. And the crowd was very supportive as well. They cheered for me again. I'm really grateful for that, and yeah, thank you. When I was warming up for the snatch, I felt a bit off. My knees did not hurt at all, surprisingly, but I felt like my technique wasn't solid. It didn't feel snappy, and I was very shaky at the bottom. I thought it was going to be a very, very bad day for me. After my last snatch warm-up at 75 kgs, I took my first attempt at 78 kg as planned, and surprisingly, I made it. But looking back at the video, it did look like I pressed out a little bit. But I got all 3 whites from the judges. Thankfully, they were pretty lenient on this day. At that point, I was super relieved. In my head, I was like, even if I bombed out later, at least I've already got a plus 2 kg comp PR with the snatch. Then for my second attempt, I went for 81 kg as planned as well, and it felt even better, as though my body has finally fully warmed up. It looks a lot better too with no press out, and I could...
Oh, it's really good. Really good lifting, second attempt.
Hear the crowd approving as well. This was another additional 3K. Beautiful. I'm still very happy with it. I think I could have even hit maybe 86 or 87 on that day. I was so delighted that I couldn't control my emotions. And I even did the Gilkeres celebration. I'm a Gooner. For those who don't know, Gooner as in like Arsenal supporter, and not.
Yeah, this video is fire. Look at this slow-mo right here. Slow-mo, the clear video. I think YouTube is behind me a little bit.
The other.
Dang, look at that first pull. Look at his heels close together. It's great technique.
So for the first time.
Good hips. I don't like how he dragged the thigh, but good hips though, good hip contact.
Ever I've
yeah, notice how he pulls up. You can tell he's pulling up all the way. He's pulling up, he's not pulling back. See, the hips aren't coming through. Notice though, even though it made contact, there's no bar bend. See, people always think that just because you make contact, that's when the bar oscillates. It's completely false. The bar can only make oscillation if you continue pulling back as the hips uppercut through. It's the counter direction between the bar and the hips and the torque that you're pulling upon the bar horizontally as if you're trying to rip that bar through your hips. So you have to continue to pull the bar back the entire extension. See how the bar is not into his hips here? Again, you know, this athlete, in my opinion, would be lifting way more weight if he kept the bar in his hips and he was bending the bar in the finish. But no, he's lifting how he's taught, and that's the problem. That's why I yell on a microphone and I make posts all the time on how, you know, this style of technique is just completely outdated and not the best way to go.
Hit all three.
Look at that. Again, the bar. Show me an elite lifter with the bar that far away and that high. And I know that I'm coming at, you know, as quote unquote, as he said, an amateur lifter, but he's a good lifter. He's a good athlete. And again, it's not his fault because this is how he's taught.
Attempts at an event. I was
great feet, by the way. Notice how he lands on his heels. He lands on his heels real nicely.
Absolutely buzzing, and I thought I could do the same, you know, for the clean and jerk.
Great lock. Look at that depth and lock. Beautiful. The chin down, eyes straight, bar back. I call this the eagle lock. It's a triangle over his head. Strongest shape in the world, upside down triangle. Bars loaded on the back, not the delts. You can't, you know, this is a beautiful catch.
It was quite a bit of time after my third attempt with the snatch, with a few heavy lifters yet to even open their snatch. I was sharing the platform with an active national lifter who's a medalist in Powered It. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I
go the slow-mo here,
which factors in age, body weight, as well.
185 new comp PR, 100 kilo clean and jerk, new all-time PR in the snatch. So PR snatch, PR total. Nice job.
That was my total. My placing was either 4th or 5th place out of 20.
These first pulls are unbelievable. So good. Look at that. Look at that long lever there. Superman pull. Good contact. Pretty high thigh. I like it a little higher, but it's okay. Arms are pretty straight. It should be a little more flexed. I'd put a little more arm bend on this athlete. Get that bar a little higher on the thigh. Oh, jeez. Give me the slow-mo, baby.
So my placing was either 4th or 5th place out of 20.
Yeah, just very vertical. But you don't need a lot of finish in the clean. See how he just went right underneath? You know, we know that from Ilya Lynn's 246.
To 21 eligible lifters in the category. I'm not sure because the organizers had computing errors. The ranks changed a
Yeah, I got to work on the jerk.
few times even after the competition. But with all things considered, despite the delays and the ranking errors, it was still a great meet and very stacked as well. Well done, Vanguard. Shout out to
Yeah,
them.
great looking meet.
So now,
Great
let's
time.
look back at what I did right and wrong.
Let me read the comments here. Okay. 102, nice work. Wow, you're triple digit plus. Let's go. Awesome. Are you planning on hosting any weightlifting seminars or Attitude Nation competitions in the near future? I'm not, but it's never a closed door. No kidding. If you are planning to host one, I'm serious, considering buying tickets and making the travel from Finland to where you would be hosting it, or the event would be. Oh man, thank you so much. That's so cool. Wow, that's humbling that you would say that. Thank you. Well, there is an announcement coming soon. I can't say anything. It's a very big announcement. It's going to be extremely fun. It's not me that's making the announcement. But if you are serious about buying a plane ticket and you want to come do a full seminar, a lifting event, train hard, lift with me, meet me, hang out with me, go to dinner and be with a ton of people lifting weights for a weekend, stay tuned on social media. You will see it. I am just not the one putting it on, and I'm not the one announcing it, so I can't say much more. But stay posted. Shoot me an Instagram DM so I could follow you back and we could stay in touch.
In my prep for this competition, I had 11 weeks to train and prepare for this meet. I was at around 82.5 kg body weight at the start. Technically, I did not need to cut weight as there's no weight classes in these competitions, masters category, but I did it anyway because I wanted the full experience of prepping for the meet and to be able to judge where I would put the full weight classes in these competitions, masters category. But I did it anyway because I wanted the full experience of prepping.
See how high he locks the bar? That's just because he's pulling so high. You know, the goal is to catch the bar as low as possible and then sink down. I mean, you're always going to sink. That's why the snatch squat is actually kind of a proper term. But if you're locking the bar too high, that's a huge problem. And that just means your bar is peaking too high.
For the meet and to be able to judge.
Another way of saying it is less overhead squat, the better.
Where I would place if I were to join the 79 kg open category. The first half of the training cycle went well. I think I was training thrice a week in the first 4 weeks with the snatch and the...
What? Wait, what did he just say?
The first half of the training cycle went well. I think I was training thrice a week in the first 4 weeks with the snatch and the clean and jerk on separated days. Started off with accumulation / volume phase. It was...
What? You know, I sometimes feel that I'm doing like an FBI investigation on 93% of the weightlifting community and down. Not talking about our elite cats, the Wes Kitzes, the, you know, Hampton Morrises. Now, I'm not talking about the elites, Team USA athletes. I'm talking about everyone else. I'm like doing an investigation on these YouTube videos. How are people training? What's the programs like? Because you gotta remember, I'm just so in my own lane. I'm so in my own world with my team and my coaching and my programming. That's just what I know. Is my career is what I know. So I'm like, oh, it's interesting to see how other people go about the sport. This is an absolute just. This should be a 10-year prison sentence. This is an absolute crime. This is athlete abuse. Who in the world is writing this guy's program? He said a month of this. So you're snatching once a week. This is wait a minute. Oh my gosh. I gotta get going. I got 5 minutes. He's snatching once a week. He's clean and jerking once a week. I don't even know the sets or reps. I don't even know what the percentages are or whatever. And he's back. He's squatting twice a week. He's squatting twice a week. He's front squatting and back squatting. Oh my gosh. He's squatting twice a week. A week. Do you know how many days are in a week? 7. Just in case you needed a reminder. Again, I'm not coming at the guy. Geez, John, why are you being so mad to like just a hobbyist masters lifter that loves to lift weights, an amateur lifter? Like, I'm not coming at the guy. This guy's great. He had a great meet. He hit PRs. Awesome. Well, if he hit PRs, John, then he's doing something right. No, he's way under what he should be lifting, even coming off a big meet. This is a crime. I'm coming at his coach. I'm coming at whoever's writing his program. This is a crying shame. And to think there are kids or there's younger lifters in the sport that are probably following a similar model. Or he's a masters lifter. What are you talking about? That doesn't mean anything. I got masters lifters who are in their 60s that this is not even the first 30 minutes of their first workout of the week. And they're winning Worlds, Pan Ams, and breaking every record there is. This is a warm-up on Monday from 9 to 10. Oh my gosh, dude. And you know what the sad part about this is too? It's not even the performance base. It's the fact that here's a guy who loves weightlifting. You could tell. He's passionate. He's making videos. And guess what? He's barely doing it. Like, love your life or change it. If you love it, do it. Like, you should be lifting 7 days a week. Just do weightlifting. Snatch, clean, and jerk. Squat. Do pulls. Like, do some overhead squats. Do some presses. Do some Pendlay rows. Go to the gym. Lift weights. Like, could you imagine that coach saying, okay, you're going to take Tuesday and Thursday off. You're not going to lift Saturday or Sunday. You're going to do technique on Wednesday, and you're basically kind of only training Monday and Friday. But like, if the guy loves weightlifting, why can't you just allow him to do weightlifting? Just do weightlifting, bro. Just do it. This is another example of how the worst program in the world is a program. Freaking believable, dude.
Great, I managed to hit many triples and doubles above 85% for the snatch.
Look at this guy next to him acting like he's a fucking coach. Really, this pisses me off. This is the first video that I'm really pissed off. And again, I'm not coming at the athlete. It's not his fault. But here's a guy, looking to the side. Like, what are you looking at, bro? You don't even know what you're doing. What you looking at? What are you looking at? You're gonna lean to the side? What are you looking at? You don't even know what you're looking at. You're having the guy train twice a week. Get out of here.
I've also discovered that doing more warm-up sets for the snatch allowed me to miss less when going above 85%. In the strength phase,
Strength phase. Here we go. So we do a month of whatever we just saw there. And then we go into the strength phase. Oh, gosh. Brother, this video is going to make me jump out of a 9-foot building. Here we go. Strength phase. Monday, snatch. Power clean, power jerk. Snatch, pulls, front squat. Okay. So what is this? We just train twice a week again. This is it. Just Monday, Thursday. Power snatch, clean and jerk, deadlifts, back squat.
began training both snatch and the clean and jerk on the same day, but the frequency of the...
Wow. No way. Really? The strength... Oh, man. The same day... We're going to do the two lifts on the same day. This is huge. This is strength cycle, guys. This is the strength block. Is everybody listening? This is the strength block. We're doing the same lifts on the same day now. It's getting crazy. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Unbelievable. This guy right here, I feel so bad for. It's athlete abuse. He doesn't know better. He's just being told what to do. He's got people in his corner. People love him and care for him. They're probably really nice people personally. He probably thinks this is how weightlifting is. This is what happens when you get in a dome of people, an echo chamber.
Sessions reduced to only twice a week. On Mondays, heavy snatch, power clean and jerk, snatch pulls, and front squat. On Thursdays, power snatch, heavy clean and jerk, clean deadlift, and back squat. There was a technique day in the previous phase, but I replaced it with a pure bodybuilding accessory on Fridays to allow my lower body and CNS to recover better. On the 7th week, I could feel like my body was beginning to struggle to recover. I suspected it was because of the heavier clean and jerks in this phase. So then I switched to a 2-week progression and 1-week deload. That benefited my...
Holy smoke and biscuits. Here we go. We're moving on. Okay, because he's fatigued, we're making changes now. Okay, first of all, brother, that's the point of weightlifting, is to train fatigued, to push through the darkness, to get into zombie phase 3, to learn how to train tired and fatigued is how you gain strength. That is literally the definition of gaining strength. You do not want to feel good in training. The whole point is to be beat down every single day and keep pushing forward and trusting the process. Not this process, but the process of just training weightlifting. See, it's lifters like this that are looking to feel good. They're looking to be like, oh, I need to be going into the gym and like with a pep in my step. Like, no, it should be tough. You should be beat down. You should feel fatigued. The only way you're going to create that numb training experience where you're just pushing through and you just become a zombie is by continuing to train through being tired. The only way to do that is practice training weightlifting 6 to 7 days a week. So here we go. 2 weeks. We're on a new phase here. Progression overload. Heavy clean and jerk only bi-weekly. So now we're only doing clean and jerks bi-weekly. And then I don't even know what a deload is. I mean, I know some people take them after competition, which I don't. We never have. I've never programmed a deload in my life. I am so anti-deload you couldn't even see straight. But I guess we're doing a deload.
Maybe snatch days a lot more. But I guess that was fine since my snatch has always...
Why are we only doing powers, by the way? Every single lift he's posted in the classic lifts, which we're barely doing the classic lifts, by the way. We're barely doing them. But when we do them, we're doing powers. Why? What's the point? What's the point of a power? The only point of a power is to give the athlete a little bit of a safeguard in the lift throughout the week. The Bulgarian method. It's just to do the powers, just to back off the weight load just a little bit and prep for the next day of full lifts all day. There's no difference between a power and a full. So the only reason you're doing a power is just to decrease the weight just a little bit because of the safeguard built into a power. So by doing powers as your meat and potatoes throughout the week doesn't make any sense. Plus you're not building a relationship with the lifts.
Been my main weakness, and before these competitions, I've never had more than one good attempt at any competition before this. Yeah, so my snatch peaked just fine, but my clean and jerk suffered. In hindsight, I think I've been planning my training programs incorrectly all these years, but no surprise, I kind of like mentioned I suspected it like long.
So wait, I don't get it, bro. Are you writing your own programming? So you don't even have the coach. So let me ask you a question, and I love you to death. But where is the program coming from? Where is and I'm being serious here. Where is the knowledge coming from to write this program? What is this based off of? Is my point. What is the proof in the pudding of this program? Is this from like AI? Did you just go to Google and pull this up? Are you actually writing this? And if you're writing it, where does it come from? I'm sincerely asking. Where does an amateur lifter, very amateur, when they write a program, where does that even come from? Can somebody help me understand this?
I no longer believe it's common for non-professional or masters to work with above 85% weekly before the final third of the cycle. In this whole training cycle, I did not successfully hit even one proper 100 kg clean and jerk without pressing out. Cleaning 100 kg more than a set was relatively easy enough, though it's just a jerk. It's weaker than ever before after the clean. That was a bad sign already because in the past I've done like 80.
Because you're not squatting, brother. You're not squatting. Your legs aren't strong. I mean, you're not doing the lifts enough. I can go on. There's 100 other things. But like, let's just go to probably the number one route. You're not squatting, my friend. And by the way, your dip has got to be lower. You got to have a lower dip and push your hips back more in the dip. Your dip is way too shallow. You got to have a coach working on your technique and the lockout as well. And your snatch technique, all of it. You need a coach, brother. But the number one thing I could say to this gentleman is you got to have squat. You got to squat to get your legs strong. You got to squat, brother. 6 days a week, 7 days a week. Yeah, you got to squat.
And 105 in the same training session, yeah, not good. In the final 3 weeks,
Why are you doubling your jerk? when the first one looked rough and you barely have hit 100 in the last 3 months?
Decided to take a risk and experiment on deloading from 2 weeks out and then having 180%-ish session 1 week before the competition as a build-up. This was because in the previous 2 competitions I had the last heavy session within 2 weeks out and then deloading 1 whole week before D-Day, and I ended up feeling super weak during the meet itself. Now, about the unnecessary weight cut, it was more challenging than I expected. It was easy for me to cut down to below 81 kg the last 2 years before the IWF changed the weight classes, but cutting below 70.
I don't fully get why, too. Another thing, too, here is why you're not just doing some heavy singles. Why is everything a hang? Nobody loves hangs more than me. Nobody loves complexes more than me. I get it, brother. But every single lift is a complex and a hang in volume. I want you not only pushing the squat more, of course, and training more, but I want you simplifying your training, my brother. I want you stopping with this nonsense. Simplify your training. Stick to the classic lifts. Build a relationship at 85 to 88 to even 90% of your 1-rep maxes in singles. Lift, sit. Lift, sit. Bang out some single volume. Drop, set, move on. Work up. Hit a 90%. Drop, set, move on. Work up. The next day, hit an 85%. Drop, set, move on. You need to build courage and you need to build confidence in your higher percentages in just the classic lifts. And 90% and above, again, the Penley method, if you're feeling hot, let's say you hit 90%, like I just said, you're like, oh, that felt good. Go 92%, go 94%, go 95%. Put a kilo on the bar. See how high you can get.
9 kg was a whole different ball game, even though I apparently have high metabolism. What I did was strict intermittent fasting, limiting fast food and junk food, cut out bread completely, and self-prep at least 4 meals a week that contains only chicken breast, broccoli and eggs. I was also doing quite a bit of bodybuilding accessories before I significantly reduced them in the final weeks. Somehow though, when I got below 79 kg, my body weight just kept dropping for some reason, even though I did not change my diet. I think maybe it was because I lost both fats and a lot.
Because you're eating dried chicken and broccoli, bro. Because you're eating clean. You're dropping weight. You should be a kilo over going into every meet. At least 2 days before the meet. There's nothing wrong with tightening up the diet to stay around your weight class, but you should be about 0.5 or a kilo over. If you got to go to KFC, brother, you got to go to KFC. You don't need broccoli.
Of muscle mass at the same time from the reduced bodybuilding accessories and increased intensity in the older lifts. While I looked a lot smaller and less jacked than usual with clothes on, I looked super ripped when I was, topless. My arms got smaller because I had to stop doing, bicep curls and stuff. I cannot have the bicep pump from obstructing the front rack of the clean, But I don't remember ever looking this ripped. At one point I was as light as 77 kg at like 2 weeks out. It only went back up because, life happened again. Story of my life. But hey, at least there wasn't any new injury. 2025's injuries were all here only. But it's alright. And whatever that happened just days before the meet. So mentally and emotionally, I was pretty down because of that. So I treated myself with plenty of fast food and desserts. And like at 3 days out, I was actually above 79 kg. So I forced myself back into diet. Although I definitely lost some strength because of the weight cutting, I never really failed to hit the pre-planned numbers and volume in every heavy snatch sessions, which never happened before. So I guess over prioritizing the snatch worked, but also because of that, the clean and jerk was sacrificed in a way. But of course, I'm not discounting the other potential factors such as the weight cut, the competition delays, and my emotional state. Regardless, I should figure out a way to balance both lifts in training and really improve on the jerk. Yeah, so I need to jerk more without cleaning. So anyway, this is...
You got to dip lower in the dip, and you got to get your hips back. Your hips got to rotate back in the dip, and it's got to be more shallow. I'm sorry, it's got to be deeper. Your dip is too shallow. And you got to stop eating dry chicken and broccoli. And you got to start doing the lifts together. And you got to start training the lifts more often per week. And you got to squat more. And you got to stop writing your own program. And you need a coach.
It my final long form weightlifting vlog or recap or whatever you want to call it. If I competed again and achieved something more significant, I might do another one. I'm turning 20 this year times 2. I'm considering to take a break from competing this year and just train for fun without any scheduling concerns. I mean, I compete for fun, but I take my training regime too seriously because I would always want to surpass myself every time.
I guarantee you, brother, if you're training for fun, then train weightlifting. Do weightlifting every single day and have fun. Why if you love weightlifting, you're doing it just as a fun hobbyist, why are you writing a program that's just has such little weightlifting in it that's holding you back? Why I don't understand, brother. If you love weightlifting, just do the lifts every single day. Why are you writing a program that's not making you do what you want to do? You're your own worst enemy. Like, stop programming and just go lift weights every day. Do snatch and clean and jerk and squat and do that every day. That's it. Just do it every day, bro.
Because I'm turning 40 this year, I feel like I should go back to doing more bodybuilding as I'm struggling to regain the weight that I cut for this competition.
That's what happens when you eat dry chicken and broccoli.
I'm starting to wonder if it's due to aging. People still find me buff and all, but I still feel smaller, being below 80 kg, and I no longer receive questions
Well, when I did bodybuilding, I didn't eat that clean.
From random strangers asking if I'm on steroids, and that's kind of telling. I don't usually care about my aesthetics to this extent, but maybe I do now because...
All right. Brother, I wish you best of luck. Will you DM me, please? If you ever watch this or the word gets out, shoot me on a DM. Instagram is Attitude Nation. Attitude Nation. Very simple. You should know that. And just say hi. I hope you're not mad at me. I know I was kind of harsh on you, but it's only because I care, bro. It's because I care. Okay? You obviously don't have anybody in your corner who's giving you the real deal talk, man. Let the monster out, brother. I'm subscribing because I want to see what more he puts out. All right, I gotta go. I gotta get off here. I'll be on here all day if I don't stop. Thanks, guys, for watching. And